bandet Depeche Mode 1980. Sen dess har de sålt över 50 miljoner skivor. Här kommer han, Dave Gahan. Do you want the carbonated water or the still water? I have both.
Oh, I thought it was vodka.
It is. No, it's not. We're careful with that. Cheers.
Thank you.
Welcome to Sweden.
Thank you.
What are your best memories of Sweden? I guess you've been here a couple of times now.
I have a lot of good memories of Sweden. In fact, performing in this studio.
Yeah, you were here in 1997.
Yeah.
Was Sweden one of the first markets that Depeche Mode exploded in? Do you remember
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of England, it was somewhere that we went to first, and certainly quite a few places in Scandinavia seemed to work for us.
Yeah, because I know there's a big fan base of yours. A lot of people wanted to come here to the show today to get tickets as well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm going to be playing, performing with my new band and everything in the summer, and playing some festivals.
Right.
And then later in the year, in the autumn, coming back to play again.
Well, that's great. Yeah, because you have a solo project going on.
That's right.
But before we talk about that, let's take a look at what it looked like when you were here in 1997.
Oh, good.
Do you remember the song you played?
Yeah, I think it was It's No Good.
That's right, here it comes. Gruppen heter Depeche Mode.
You want me, don't say you need me, don't say you love me, it's understood, don't say you're happy, out there without me, I know you can't be, 'cause it's no good.
Depeche Mode. It's no good. Do you remember playing that?
Yeah. I actually, what I noticed was the pair of white shoes that I had on, which was not these ones. But I lost those shoes. They were my favorite shoes, and I was shopping in a supermarket, and I just bought a new pair of shoes, and I was wearing my new shoes, and I put my old shoes on the back of the car, and when I left with my groceries, was leaving the store, and I was like, my shoes! I went running back, and they were gone. Someone's wearing my shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I go to London, I'm still looking around.
Where did you get those?
Yeah.
So, and they look almost like the ones you had here? Or?
Yeah,
No.
these aren't quite as good, but I like the white shoes. They're kind of like pimpy looking. I like that.
Yeah, that's great. Tell me, what happened on the 28th of May, 1996?
Wow.
That was a Tuesday.
It was a Tuesday?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to tell you what day it was, that was for sure. But
you were almost dead.
Yeah, well, according to some of the doctors, you know, I did die for a couple of minutes, and lucky enough, they revived me, and really it was a start of a new beginning for me. You know,
what had happened?
You know, I'd got into a place in my life where I was using a lot of drugs and alcohol to kind of get through what I thought was my day, and like everybody's story with that stuff, I'd hit a bottom, and
So you OD'd that night? Huh?
yeah, that one, and many others too, but that was one when I was taken to hospital, and luckily a friend that was with me called 911. I was in Los Angeles, and I came to in hospital on the gurney, handcuffed to a policeman.
Wow.
Who was arresting me, and
You're kidding?
No. So not only did I die, I went to jail as well.
All right.
You know, and that was not fun in Los Angeles, believe me. But you know, it was kind of the start for me to. I really realized that the way I was, the things I was doing to myself was not working for me, obviously anymore. And what I really felt then, and I remember now very clearly, was that I wanted to live. And so I had to change a lot of my ways, and it took a long time, but you know.
And it worked immediately, or?
Well, you know, it's a struggle with that stuff, and especially the drinking.
Yeah.
You know, as I'm sure some of you know, we have these crutches in life, and today, I can say honestly, for 7 years now, I haven't had a drink, and
well, that's good.
there's things in my life that I have today that I mean a lot more to me today than all those things I thought were really important. I have a wonderful wife and 3 children. A little girl that's waiting for me to come home tomorrow. She's 3 years old, called Stella Rose, and she said to me last night, "Daddy, I'm just waiting for you to come through the door." So
yeah,
I have to ask you a question.
Why not?
What's with the birds?
Oh, they're throwing you off?
No. I'm just waiting for one of them to take off or something.
Oh, no. They're stuffed.
Oh,
so they're not gonna take
okay.
off.
I just thought they was maybe drunk.
No, we've had them in No, there are no monsters. We've had them all season, actually. And they'll be back this fall again.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're symbolizing this is the Swedish coastal countryside.
And very nice it is too.
Well, thank you. Now you threw me off here. Yeah, because why I'm asking you about this drug.
I wasn't really trying to change the subject. But
okay.
No.
Because the new album that has come out, or is coming out, your new solo, your first solo album.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Paper Monsters. I could guess that the title has something to do with the drinking and the drug using period.
Well, really, during the making of the album, I realised that I was working through a lot of my own fears of growing up, of changing, and we can't stop that process. And
those are the paper monsters, right?
Yeah, I think in life, quite often, I do anyway. I sometimes have ideas to do things that I want to do, and before I've even tried to do them, I've kind of like scared myself right out of even attempting it. And
what could that be? What kind of things could that be?
Anything, anything, to be honest. Like when my kid asks me about, how to do some sums, some math, that's something that I really can't do. So, I have to be honest and say, I don't have a clue.
Oh, wow.
But, sometimes I get the feeling like I want to, say, well, what you're supposed to do is you do this and you do that, and I don't really know. So
that's a great thing to say to a kid, then. I'm sorry, you're smarter
I don't
than me
really
on
know.
this thing. I know other things, but you can do this.
Well, to be honest, my kids teach me a whole lot about life.
Oh, they taught me the song we did with Robbie Williams as well.
Right.
They give inspiration all the time.
Yeah.
The album is not out yet, but I have a tape here. If we want, I just thought the audience might want to listen to it, just for a short little snippet of this. So we have the Slimline with us here today.
Okay.
And
so he's stealing my songs.
No, it's legal to record. Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I used to do this too.
This is the first single, Sticky Floors.
Dirty Sticky Floors.
Dirty.
Waiting for the last time.
That's you.
That's me.
All my friends change my mind.
Sounds a bit like Depeche Mode. A bit.
Well, that's my voice.
Yeah.
Seems like a long, long time. Maybe I should go back
Bridge.
home. I sit and wait right by the phone. Bring off the porcelain throne on my dirty, sticky floor.
There you go. Give him a hand. Dirty, Sticky Floors. The whole album sounds great.
Thank you very much.
Does this mean that Depeche Mode no longer exists?
I think I've been asked that question a lot over the last few weeks.
I have to ask that.
No, it's okay. And, I think that Depeche Mode will always exist because we've made so much music together. And I also think that there's always possibility of making another record together. We never really make a plan after we've finished a tour to go into the studio and make another record, but I certainly, Martin and I will probably get together at the end of this year.
Because Martin's got a solo album out as well.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it and we'll see what we want to do and see if there's interest there to do it. But
okay, so nothing is said. There are no plans, but
no plans.
Everything's open. Tell me, where do you live now? You live in New York?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's like your permanent home?
Yeah.
Because you must have made a lot of money. I guess you have a couple of houses all over the world.
Well, no, I just have one place, an apartment in New York, where I live with my wife and 2 kids.
Okay, tell us about the apartment. Is it big, or does it have a nice view?
I have a nice view. I'm on the river, and I look out to the Hudson. It's beautiful. But no one's really got a big apartment in New York.
No, they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, for what you get.
But it's high up, or?
Yeah, I'm pretty high up. Not that high, 10 floors.
Okay. Well, you seem to be doing great. We're looking forward to seeing you this summer.
Yes.
Do you know what venues you're playing?
I really don't.
Okay, we'll get back to that. But and then later this fall as well.
Yeah, I'm going to come back in the autumn and hopefully play some of my own shows.
We're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be back with Robbie Williams singing and with the parade as well. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
David Gahan, thanks so much.